Hello, this video is going to go through the leak detection object and the configuration of that object. So basically the leak detection object is a little balloon icon here, and it has a number of properties, methods, and quick scripts associated with it. So I'm just going to run down the list here, what these things do. The current batch path is pointing to the current batch object. The batch tool path is pointing to the batch tools object, which is right here. Okay. Status will be either end, stop, run, and basically when it's ended, that's the end of a test. Off is what the status is when you reset the test. Input types, probe source. This is basically identifying what type of inputs are going to be considered in the leak detection process. These are the input types that are associated with the inputs. So the cycle duration is in seconds, and that's the amount of time that the test will occur, and it'll basically independently run. And you don't have to put an S there; just the seconds is good enough. Step duration is basically the leak detection object will collect data at a specific step, at every step, and so you can define a very quick step so that it'll collect good leak data during a leak process. And most of the most important information occurs in the first 10 to 15 seconds or 20 seconds of a bad leaks. So we want to have that step duration be in the range of one second. Okay. The elapsed time is basically how much time that the test took to run. That will count from 0 up to the cycle duration. Steps is the number of data points collected during the test, and you can then use the different controls to step through each of the steps. Part array is basically collecting a big array that includes all the batch tool information, tool connections, part information, that kind of thing. Elapsed step time is exactly that. It's used to determine where the next step is. Values array is collecting all the leak values and putting them in a single property so that the client can grab that. Maximum steps is the maximum number of steps data that can be collected. So we don't. This basically presets and presizes the values array. So 100 is probably good if you're collecting 30 seconds or 60 seconds worth of information. The part fields are basically what will be displayed on the buttons on the leak detection screen, part number, serial number in this case, and it will also display the batch tool name. Leak low boundary and high boundary are the ranges of vacuum leak from a white condition to a fully red condition. So a 0.1 to 2 means that if a leak exceeds 0.1, it will begin to color as a pink. Sorry about that. I got a dog in the background, and basically it'll go from pink over to red. Red being the 2 inches of leak. And format is the format that will be displayed. Color for the probe and color for the source are exactly that, the colors that will be used. So next video we'll talk about some other features that need to be configured. Okay, thanks.